Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you my little balcony, my tiny oasis. Let's go check it out. And here we are. It's honestly amazing to have such a space in the middle of a downtown. I'm very thankful for this space. I'm really proud of how much work went into it and how it turned out, and I really can't wait to share it with everyone. This has been my heart project this summer, and I'm really proud. Half of it's gonna die because they're perennials, but let's get into it. Off right at the door, we have this beautiful mandevilla. I really love this plant, and as you can see at the bottom, it's pretty dead looking, and that's how it kind of came to me. A lot of yellow leaves, and it just really overall was not healthy. Yeah, a lot of dead leaves and stuff on it. So I just put a lot of work into it, repotted it, and now it's growing so much that it's kind of overlapping the second trellis that I put in. I really love it. It's so beautiful. It has so many more blooms coming out. Like, look at all of these. These are all going to be flowers, so I'm very excited about it. It's going to have a couple more popping up in the next few days. Love this one. It's my pink princess, which is also a philodendron type, by the way. And speaking of philodendrons, on the top of my shelf, we have a philodendron deja vu. And I love this plant. It was probably like a little denser than this. By denser, I think I mean smaller, condensed. And now it's just getting bigger. It's got some sunspots, but super cute. Love it. Just have it in a container that my mom gave me. And then over here in another container my mom gave me, I have a peperomia emerald ripple, and this one's really cute. It was just a cutting, and now it's got a bunch going on. Can't wait to move that into a bigger home. On my second shelf, we have my plant infirmary. So these are all the plants that were dying, that I was killing. I think this one's dead and not coming back, and everyone will hate me because this one was an angel wing begonia. So sorry. Got a caladium here, some myrantas. The myrantas are doing great now that they're outside. I've got a peperomia, a spider plant, and a schefflera. So that's just kind of like a little rescue center, and I have a couple of bigger rescue plants scattered around. All right, moving on to the next corner, we have this big huge schefflera. I got this one for 20 bucks at Home Depot. This is a rehab plant. This is an Alocasia lauterbachana. Beside that, we have a pretty much finished cat grass. I have a couple of cat grasses around because my one cat, Melon, she loves cat grass. So I like to keep that scattered around so she doesn't eat any other plants. Then we got a big old bag of soil too, and another rescue philodendron. Beside that is my windowsill plants. I've got my first one, which is, I forget what this is called, but I call it personally a red wine begonia. And I have it in this wine-shaped planter because obviously that makes a lot of sense. I thought this was a really clever idea. And that just goes right on my windowsill. In the back corner, I have a couple of oxalis, which are shamrocks, and a watermelon Jurassic Rex begonia. Those are doing okay, a little dusty. These are blooming, so that's nice. Lots of little blooms on these ones. These ones are white on the green plant, and the purple ones are purple. Up here, I got this, what I call a mystery basket, because I don't know what this thing is. I've seen it before. I'm not very good with the outdoor plants yet. I'm learning about the outdoor plants. And then it also has just an asparagus fern at the top. So that's a nice big hanging one. Got that big bad boy for 10 bucks. 10 bucks. Over here, We have this beautiful Hoya carnosa, and this was a $16 Walmart find. I've never had a Hoya this big, and I've never had a Hoya bloom, and I think this might be my guy that blooms, so we'll see. Back here, I have a bunch of baskets, and I really like these, except for these. I don't like these. I bought these before I really researched anything into outdoor gardening, and these all had like little white flowers. These ones are dying pretty quickly, and anyways, I found out that these need like pretty much direct sun, and I just bought them and put them in shade, so they're not thriving. But behind them, what is thriving is I think these are called coleus, and then I have a purple shield. These ones started out so tiny. Oh my gosh, look at this one's blooming. What? That's exciting. What the hell? Those are so cool. So that's a happy plant. And the purple shield, yeah, well, like I was saying, it was very, very tiny, and I like that a lot. Then I have these cute little butterflies that my Grammy got me, and I put those all around, scattered around, and they look great, especially on these because they don't have flowers anymore. And then another bunch of colossus and a very tall purple shield. Up here I just have like a mum that's gonna bloom soon because it's coming to that lady's time of the year. I also have a couple of metal butterflies. I just got those at the dollar store, and they're put on with some Gorilla Glue, cement glue, and they're holding up pretty well because water comes down that wall, so I wasn't sure if that was gonna last, but they've been there for 4 months now, so they're working. And yeah, so next up, the big swing. I love this. This swing is pretty amazing. I really didn't want it in the beginning. It was the first thing to ever come to this balcony. My mom got it for me. It was her old swing from her backyard, and it was actually like a beigeish color, ugly after a while and rusty. And then, so the thing that inspired me to do my balcony this year was actually this swing, so I spray painted it purple, and as you can see, it looks a lot better. I found these amazing cushions at Walmart. I wanted to make my own cushions. I looked into everything from discount fabrics to using recycled fabrics and my own materials, and it's so expensive. So I had to settle for buying these. They're enforced with some wood underneath because this was just canvas, so this made it a little straighter. And then I just had this pillow, so the pillow just worked great. And I really love this swing. Kiwi, my firstborn, she loves this swing, I think, more than anyone in this family. She probably spends every morning out here until 10 a.m. And she actually even loves swinging on it. She'll make it swing herself sometimes, and that's pretty cute too. Yes, you love to swing. Below the swing, we have this wonderful wood flooring. I got this at Yisk, and it's much cheaper than IKEA. This stuff's pretty awesome too. I give it a sweep once a day, vacuum it once a week. I'm pretty serious about keeping this place top notch. So next up, next to this curtainy area, I have this beautiful ceramic sun that my mom also gave me. It is a nice terracotta color. And then I also over here have this awesome variegated ginger plant. I have this, oh my god, I forgot about this one. So I have 3 birds of paradise. I have these 2 big ones, this one in the back corner, and then this one right here. And they only had the little tiny lower leaves, and they were sold at the grocery store for $6. So I bought 2 of them, and they're thriving. They have 2 big leaves out on this one, 3rd one coming out. That one has another one coming out. Birds of paradise for everyone. I also learned that these plants like to be root bound and get stressed out, and that's the only way to make them bloom. So I'm gonna try it. Ow, my old lady legs. Okay, so next up, I have this very shitty Boston fern. I love Boston ferns. I try to keep them alive all the time. I suck at Boston ferns because I'm a chronic underwaterer. So Boston fern has died. So I have these curtains for both privacy reasons and aesthetic. I'm one of the only cool balconies around. I've got these curtains, and I also have twinkle lights. Wait, what are these lights called?
Light bulbs.
Patio lights? I'll just call them patio lights. Back on the shelf side of the balcony, I have these beautiful purple Starry Night petunias. So they're doing okay. You have to deadhead these, which is remove the flowers if you want them to bloom a little bit more. So the dead flowers get removed and new ones come out. And then on the very bottom shelf, beside this cute little yellow plant, I have a bunch of my supplies. So I have just extra pots and stuff, some extra chains for hanging baskets. I've got some labels for my plants that I've killed. And I have a bunch of supplies, including my Garden RX products. They actually sent me these. They've been doing wonders for my garden. I think they helped a lot in keeping some of my plants blooming. This really helped me in the process of restoring that mandevilla I showed you earlier, my pink princess. And I really love this stuff. So this you just spray on your plants. I'll just show you these ones. You just spray it on. And that's it. And this stuff smells great. And then they also sent me another one for cannabis, which I grow inside. Over here we also do have another little set of mums. I just buried one little one in the big one, and hopefully it'll get bigger. Welcome to the other half of my balcony. This is Melon's favorite half. The other half that I just showed you, that's Kiwi's favorite half. The whole thing is my favorite half. But since we're on the ground and I don't want to get up, let's just start with this one. This is a begonia. Don't ask me what kind of begonia. It's just a pretty one. And it's basically in this giant plant pot because I needed something to be a doorstop. So it doesn't really have a purpose on my balcony outside of being pretty and keeping the door open for the cats. And I greatly appreciate it for its service. So, behind him, we have pièce de résistance, the mini golf course. And now I do plan on making like tunnels and stuff to level it up a bit. But I've got my little tiny golf course because of course I have a green, so I need my golf course. And I love playing golf out here. It's a great way to spend the time. It's also a fantastic drinking game. And a conversation piece. That's it. Mike Weir over here, everyone. Mike Weir. So let's move on before I get a little too cocky about that hole-in-one. Beside Melon, I've got a barbecue. This barbecue is on top of an old sewing machine table that my grandma gave me and she painted. Hanging off of the sewing machine table, I have one of these as seen on TV crinkly hoses. And I love this. This is a great gift. This was from my boyfriend, and it's fantastic. I have an old-timey sink, so I can use the hose, and it's so much easier than dragging out a ton of buckets of water to water all of these plants. So this has been a gift. I got this strange Doctor Who plant. Forgot to water it, so it's a little crispy looking. But overall, very cool, very soft. I love it. It is called a Telosia. Very cute. Love this one. Looks like it's something straight out of Horton Hears a Who. I think that's the right one. What one's the one with the Lorax? That's the one with the little fuzzy guy with the mustache. That's what I'm thinking of. Next to him, I have just a tiny arrowhead plant. Here I have a variegated sweet potato vine. I actually planted this fern in here thinking it died because I bought it so early in the year and put it outside when it wasn't ready to be inside. And nope, put it in here and it sprouted back up, so that was pretty exciting. Over here to my right, Look how gorgeous these begonia blooms are. They look like little tiny roses. And the leaves are like black iridescent kind of leaves. Very cool. Beside that, I have, oh, actually, can't forget this guy. My ladybug rock. My mom paints these. She leaves them all over the place. She'll leave one at a beach. She'll leave one at a cottage if she goes to a cottage. She'll leave one at her friends' places. She has them all over her backyard. And I stole one. She could have gave me one, but I had to take one that was already there. It has a great place in my garden. Love it. Beside that, I have my geranium. This is, it just dies and blooms and dies and blooms, and I kind of like that about it. I've got just this beautiful little wind wheel. This is actually the first thing I knew I wanted out on my balcony. I was like, I just want one of those little rainbow pinwheels. Oh, so cute. Beside that is a Majesty Palm. There's usually a trick to keeping these alive, and I don't know what it is, but this one, oh man, this one's my bro. This one is just doing so well. It's just thriving, living its best life. I'm really proud of this this palm tree. It's doing great. Well, moving up higher, I have sitting on this old chair, I just have my colocasia. It's normally inside in my bedroom, but it had some aphids, so it's just been out here since I treated it, and it just looks really cute on this chair, so I just haven't brought it inside. This corner, I just have 2 rehab plants, and then I also have just another little mint plant. It's got a couple burnt leaves, but oh, it smells so good. I love mint. I go through it like crazy. I feel like everybody should have to have one herb in their house that they use consistently. It just makes you a better cook, I feel. I say that like I'm a good cook, and I'm pretty mediocre. Above, at the top, we have this purple heart, and I love this one. It blooms off and on. It seems to be going a little green lately. I wonder if that's just because it's been getting brighter in this space. If you guys know, let me know in the comments section. Then I just have another little butterfly there. Up at the top, I have this giant S for Sarah, for super, for summer, for Sunday. Other great things that start with S. And below that, I've got, you can see my reed. What is this? My reed stuff. Basically, I didn't really want this here, but I also did. I needed privacy because across from me there's a restaurant, and when the cooks go on their break, they stare at me, and it's very uncomfortable. So I needed something to shield myself from their lurking eyes, and I also needed to stop this crazy lady from escaping, because she tries to leave the property all the time and run away on the roofs like she's some kind of a parkour expert, and that's just not happening. She's just not doing that. Not about that. So had to protect myself and my cat. So we put up this reed, and it looks pretty good. Back here I've got another cat grass, because as you can see, she loves her cat grass. Yes, you do. So yummy. Here, I'll put it here. I've just got a lettuce. I cut it all down, and then I was just hoping it would grow again, and it did, but so weird. It grew again so weird. So I'm not even using this anymore. It's just looking weird. Got another rescue plant. Just my other little bird of paradise, the mint that I finished and is now growing back. So I just kind of wait until these are a little bit bigger, and then I'll start using it again. And honestly, that's it. Oh man. Oh, actually, I can't show this to you, but I have a chicken wind chime. I absolutely adore my chicken wind chime. I got it from Walmart, 70% off, and it just adds a great tune to the space. So that is it. That is my entire balcony. Sorry, Melon, you're gonna be in my video. If you guys like this, let me know. Give it a thumbs up so I know to make more of these. And as always, stay hydrated.